Hey everybody, this is Maxine Taylor with my Stargazers report for the entire month of February 2017. And it's going to be a big month. First of all, let me tell you two of the biggest things going on this month, and some of you already know this. We have two eclipses. Now, before I jump into that, let me explain to you an eclipse. Whenever we have an eclipse, it's like a cosmic kick in the butt. Well, an eclipse ushers in a time of change, forward motion, etc. Now, again, you know, to my way of thinking, the planets don't make us do anything. So when I say an eclipse triggers something, that's in quotes. The eclipse, the planets, the people in our lives are all a mirror for us, showing us where we are at individually. So when I say an eclipse triggers something, put it in air quotes, just to be accurate here. In other words, we can't blame the planets. They're telling us where we're at. And we have the choice of how we respond to it. If I have not yet done your personal forecast for 2017, the entire year, and usually beyond, contact me at my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and we will get together. I will do a video for you on you, and you will have your roadmap in front of you. Okay, let's talk about then these two eclipses that are going to be happening very, very shortly. The first eclipse is February 10th. This is the full moon. And whenever we have a full moon, that's when things come to a head and go pop. So this is an eclipse that brings things to a head. It's at 22 degrees of Leo, and I'm going to tell you where that falls in your solar chart. Then 2 weeks later, at the new moon, we have a solar eclipse. Now, on the new moon, that's when things start moving forward. Prior to that, for about 2 days prior to the new moon, we're in what's called the dark of the moon. And that's when you look at the heavens, you can't find the moon. It's dark. It's there, but it's not visible. What this indicates is it's a time to go within, to meditate, to just do your inner spiritual work. On the new moon, that's when the energy starts forming. It's very exciting. And so on February 26th, we will have a new moon, a solar eclipse in 8 degrees of Pisces. And I'll tell you where that is in just a minute. Now, eclipses are very, very powerful because they point a finger at what's going on, an arrow, they show us. And sure enough, that's what manifests. Some of you are very, very sensitive, and you feel the effects of an eclipse about a week before it occurs. And I know that's true because I hear from so many of you, and I myself react that way. However, an eclipse is strongest 3 to 4 months after it occurs. And so while these eclipses are occurring in February 2017, in May and June, they're going to be at their peak. And just as a little heads up, I'm also going to do Trump's February forecast and the forecast of the United States on my Trumpology report on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to tie everything in for those of you who are interested in seeing the full picture. So let's talk about what's going on right now in February. First of all, the sun, the giver of life, the center of our solar system, starts off the month in Aquarius, which is the most humanitarian sign. It marches to its own drumbeat. It is innovative, inventive, and it's ruled by Uranus. Traditionally, it was Saturn, but Uranus is definitely now forefront, and we can expect the unexpected. Then on the 18th of the month, it drifts into dreamy, visionary, where am I? What planet is this? Pisces. And that's what's going to be happening with the sun, the strongest energy that we have. Then Mercury, our conscious mind, it's what we think about, what we talk about. It starts off the month in practical, logical Capricorn, but on the 7th, it joins the sun in Aquarius. However, by the 25th, it catches up with the sun and moves into spiritually awakened, mundanely confused Pisces. And when I say that, I mean that in its most beautiful sense, because Pisceans are in tune with a distant melody. They are divinely inspired. Okay, Venus, the planet of love and money and beauty. It is the lesser benefic. It starts off the month in Pisces, which is beautiful, but on the 3rd, it races into my way or the highway, Aries. And so for all intents and purposes, it is in Aries for the whole month. Mars, which is action, passion, war, sex, energy, raw energy, is in its own sign, Aries, all month. So we've got Venus, love, Mars, anger at times. Let's just say passion. Both in Aries. Very, very interesting. So I am going to describe for each sign what all's happening with the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And then I'm going to go into the lunar eclipse on the full moon and the solar eclipse on the new moon for each sign. This will give you a roadmap. Again, if I have not done your own personal forecast, you might want this only because the solar chart, which is what I do during these videos, goes hand in hand with the natal chart. And between the two, got it made. Okay, so I'm giving you half of it now, and the price is right? Okay, Aries. Well, your friends are very, very important to you the first half of the month, and you'll find that by the second half of the month, you're going to want more solitude and privacy. Don't worry, your friends will be there all month for you. And you are the sign that says, I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want, because I want. Well, it's amplified in February because both Mars and Venus are in Aries, your sign. So here you are with your friends, then pulling back and doing things your way. Cool, hit the ground running. You do best, by the way, with a short-term goal with a quick reward. So projects that may be long-term might not be as thrilling to you, but that's okay because you're going to be hitting the ground running. Now, the lunar eclipse, the full moon, on February 10th, I have that on a separate page, I have to look at the date, encourages you to play, to be creative, to express all of your talents and abilities, but mainly to have fun. While the new moon, solar eclipse, on the 26th, reinforces your need for solitude and privacy. And this is so that you can do what you want, when you want, how you want. You rock. Taurus, okay. Well, your career is the most important thing to you the first half of the month. Move up, claim your authority, be the leader that you are. Now, By the second half of the month, you're ready to socialize, you're ready to be with friends, and you are more of a friend. So while your career is still activated, no question about it, you want to mix business and pleasure, or at least you want to get away from business through pleasure. Now, you, just like Aries, are going to insist on solitude and privacy. You will fight for it if you have to. There may be somebody in your life who's very important to you and you're not ready to share that information yet. Or you're dreaming a dream about whether it's love or money or career, doesn't matter what. And you just need time alone, probably to offset all the popularity you have as a leader because your leadership is strongly triggered. Okay. The full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, tells you to stay home, enjoy home sweet home. If you have family members that you live with, you'll want to spend time with them. This also triggers real estate if you're looking to buy or sell a home, but it triggers your need for emotional fulfillment. And the new moon, the solar eclipse on the 26th, once again, encourages you to play, to enjoy yourself, and to have fun with friends, and to be a friend. Gemini, well, you're looking at the big picture. You see it clearly. You want to spread your wings and soar. You don't want to be held down. And your principles are what you're getting clear on the first half of the month. By the second half of the month, you're able to take your belief systems and put them into action in your career. I love the way this looks. Move into the lead slot the second half of the month and express your principles, your beliefs from there. If you have a chance to travel, by all means, especially long distance travel. I know a lot of people are traveling further away from where they live just to enjoy it, just to visit beautiful places. If you have a chance to do that, great. Also, if you have a chance to take some sort of advanced course, maybe you're working toward a higher degree, maybe you just want to take an advanced course in some area, it's a perfect month to do it. And your friends are so important to you. I've seen friends so far with Aries and Taurus, and now you. You will fight with your friends, or you'll fight for your friends, or you'll do both, but friends come first to you. So throw yourself into all group activities, particularly those that might be of a humanitarian nature, but don't limit yourself to that. Have fun. The full moon, the lunar eclipse, and remember this is going to be strongest 3 to 4 months from now, on February 10th, triggers your ideas. You've got all kinds of terrific ideas that you want to express. Well, do so. And the solar eclipse, the new moon, on the 26th, reinforces your need and desire and ability to move into the top slot. This will help you in your career. It'll help you move up. You're not making lateral moves, you're moving upward. Cancerians. Well, you're going to want solitude. You're going to want to look beneath the surface at what's really going on. If you are in a position to help other people financially, or at least other people get their values together, this is a terrific time to do it. At least the first part of the month, it's really, really strongest. By the second half of the month, all the pieces of the puzzle are going to fall into place. And you might say, well, what puzzle is that? Well, that's the puzzle you're working on, whatever it is you're looking for. You too will insist on being the leader. So claim your authority, claim your power, claim your leadership. The full moon on February 10th brings financial situations to a head. Money. You can create more money for yourself. Isn't that cool? And the new moon on the 26th, the solar eclipse, helps you see the far horizon and the big picture. I love that. Leo. Great, grand, glorious Leo. Well, Your relationships are very important to you all month, particularly the first half. This means you want to get out there and be with people. It means if you are married or you have a business partnership or any important relationship, this is the time to spend time with them. By the second half of the month, you are looking at mutual finances, partnership finances, and you are starting to undergo a bit of a transformation in that area. I love it. You too are ready to travel. You are seeing the big picture. You don't want to get tied down to details. You want to spread your wings and soar and fly above the clouds. Do it. Now, the full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, says do your thing your way. Do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. So do it. And the new moon, the solar eclipse on the 26th, reinforces the detective within you. You want to look beneath the surface at what is really going on. Virgo. Well, first of all, your work is important to you, the daily activities. Now, work and health show up the same way, so this is a great time to take care of both of those all month. However, by, about the 18th, you are going to be like Leo. You're going to want to get out there and be with people, especially that one special person in your life. So we're talking about work and health, improving it, and relationships. Very important this month. And you too are the psychic detective. Your emotions run very, very deep, and you're feeling very passionately about what's going on. I like that very much. You're looking for cause rather than at effect. I think that's awesome. Now, the full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, has you pulling back and retreating so you can work behind the scenes, doing what you want to do away from prying eyes. And the new moon, the solar eclipse on the 26th, gets you back out there with other people, especially the ones who mean the most to you. Libra. Lovely Libra. You are a social animal this month. You want fun. If you've got kids, they're going to take up a lot of your time and you're going to have fun with them. If you can combine your social life with theirs, fabulous. But by mid-month, you're going to be taking care of your own health, maybe showing up at the gym once in a while and focusing on your work. So work and pleasure, very important. And typical for Libra, the one-on-one relationship, all of your relationships, whether personal or business, they are what is triggered this month. So get out there and be with people. If you're in sales, this is awesome for you, particularly the second half of the month. The lunar eclipse on the 10th is a full moon, and it absolutely brings friendship matters to a head. It brings your goals to a head. So you decide what you want, because this eclipse can indicate the fulfillment of some hope or wish or dream. It's awesome. While the new moon, the solar eclipse on the 26th, once again says, now get down to business. Cross those T's, dot those I's, focus on your work and your health. Scorpio, truly the most powerful sign in the zodiac. Home and family matters, all things relating to emotional security, your home, your family. I mean, that's the very foundation of our life. That is triggered all month. And I'm thinking if you were considering buying or selling a home, this would be a terrific month to do it. By the second half of the month, you're ready to party. Whether with your kids or without your kids, you're ready to have fun, which I think is terrific. However, you're still focused on your work, so throw yourself into it. Do what you love to do, and you'll be doing it passionately. The full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, shoots you to the top. Move upward, claim your leadership, claim your authority. It brings your career to a head, whatever that career happens to be. A lot of times I'll ask people, well, what's your career? And they'll say, I'm retired. Well, that means that they're not being paid for doing whatever their new career happens to be. Makes sense, right? And then the solar eclipse, the new moon on the 26th, reinforces your desire to play, to enjoy yourself, and if you have kids, to spend time with them. Sagittarius. This is a time of great ideas, great communication. Are you networking? Are you talking to people? Are you traveling? Short trips are really good for you. Well, actually, I'm going to include long trips in that too. But this is you sharing your ideas with people. This is you listening to others, talking to others. Are you writing a book? Are you doing a video? Really focus on that this month, particularly the first half of the month. By the second half, you still want to travel. But what you'll find is you're going to want to stay closer to home, whether it's emotional or financial, doesn't matter. But home and family, focus on that the second half of the month and keep that travel going. Now, you are ready to party. If you have kids, they will require a great deal of your attention. And so you're going to have to party with them too, or at least socialize with them, even if they're teeny tiny or grown up. However, this is a month to have fun, to do fun things. Do it. Now, the full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, triggers your desire to go long. It's no longer short distance travel or short-term travel, but long distance travel. So if you've written a book, it's time to publish. It's the big picture now. Isn't that cool? So you're looking at your principles. And Sag, this is something you do innately. You are very philosophical. You are a natural student of human nature. And this full moon amplifies that. So if you get a chance to go somewhere far away, grab it. And then the new moon, the solar eclipse on the 26th, says, stay home, focus on home and family. So you've got opposite messages, do everything. You don't have to limit yourself to just one thing. Okay, Capricorn. Well, you know, if you're a Capricorn, you don't mope, you don't hope, you cope. Capricorn understands power, and power here on planet Earth very often ties in with money. So that's the magical word for a Capricorn. So this month, your finances are triggered beautifully, particularly the first half of the month. I love that. This is a time to also get clear on your values and look at your possessions. Have you got things that need to go to Goodwill? Do you need to feng shui? If you clear out what is blocking the flow, you bring more flow to you. And since we're looking at finances, I'm suggesting that you might want to do that. Then the second half of the month, you've got really good ideas. And so this is you talking to people, maybe traveling, but sharing your ideas. You will still be focused on money all month. And this can be incredibly favorable to you. And home and family and real estate picture, very, very important. You will want to stay at home. You'll want to be with family. This might be a great time to look into refinancing, to create a new home for yourself. It all ties in. The full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, emphasizes other people's money, whether it's taxes, whether it's loans. So if you're going to buy a house, you're going to need a loan. But since this eclipse lasts for several months, of course, we're dealing with transformation. We're dealing with you being a magician and transforming you. And the new moon on the 26th says, yeah, and talk about it, share it, write about it. Isn't that nice? Aquarius. Now, Aquarius rules astrology, so I tend to be just a teeny bit biased in favor of Aquarians, but you know, they broke the mold. when they made Aquarians. Okay? This is your month to do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. Do your thing, particularly the first half of the month, because the second half of the month, you're able to focus on your finances and create more of them. I love that. In addition, you've got terrific ideas, and I would share them, whether verbally, on video, in book form. If you're in sales, this is the time to get out there and share your ideas. I love the way that looks. Now, remember, you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want. But the full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, has you putting your attention on other people, the significant others in your life. So you can see the balance or the dichotomy. So you're going to get out there, you're going to be with people. This is, as I said, if you're in sales, this is great. Get out there and sell. Share your ideas with other people. And the new moon, the solar eclipse on the 26th, reinforces your ability to create money. And this, I know, is music to your ears when you hear it. It's just a terrific time to focus on your finances, which you will. And you might be saying, well, does this bring me money? Do I spend it? Do I get it? That part of it is up to you. It is triggered, and when it's triggered, quote unquote, it comes to you. Even if you owe money, you'll find the way to create what you need. And last but not least, Pisces. Now, Pisces, you start off the month in a state of hibernation, so to speak, listening to that distant melody. You start the month off wanting to be alone, and you'll need solitude and privacy, so do it. And this is with you all month, but it's really strongest the first part of the month. When you are in your private world, you are planning, you're preparing. And by the second half of the month, you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you can. So that's cool. You too are able to make money. You'll spend it. It's get it and spend it is what we're talking about here. But that's cool too. Now, the full moon, the lunar eclipse on the 10th, emphasizes your work and your health. This is really wonderful. Get to the gym, get busy. When I say work, I'm not talking about a job in an office. I'm talking about whatever your daily tasks are. So this is really cool. And the solar eclipse, the new moon on the 26th, reinforces your need, desire, and ability to do things your way. So that's the way the month looks. I hope it's been helpful. If, as I said, you would like your own personal forecast, which will dovetail with anything that I do on video, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. Look at my services. You can order directly online. If you have questions, ask. I'll be glad to talk with you. And remember my Trumpology report, where I am doing an objective astrological interpretation of all people and things relating to Trump and to our country. So, until we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours.